We'll have a gay old time. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. We're in The Plan, number 22 already, folks, and it's my weekly show that we talk about all the hollow table developments and the like. There hasn't been a lot of news. There's some interesting stuff to discuss, though, I suppose. So let's just jump into mounting the algorithm with me, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. And ding that bell if you're crazy and don't like bells, because, I mean, really, what else are you gonna do? If you don't like something, you just ding it, right? Just ding it. I can ding it. So, personal level. We have no graphic for it, apparently, but I finished top 50, but I started top 50. The whole season, guys, I was in the top, I guess it was more like the top 60, actually. Like, sometimes I dropped to like number 55 or something, but it's close enough to the top 50. I think we can call it that. So I'd been wanting to see if I could do that this season, because what happened was I was climbing up pretty good. It took me a little bit to get the hang of 5v5, just constantly doing 5v5 and no 3v3. And when I finally did kind of catch up and hit my stride, then we hit 3v3 right away, and I had a poor season, and I had like a couple different vacations in a row during 3v3s. And so what would happen was I'd climb up to the top 50 in 5v5, and then I'd plummet back into, you know, the 300s, something like that, during 3v3, and then I'd have to climb all the way back in. And so, finally had a good 3v3 season, because I could actually focus on it and concentrate, and look at that, you know, we ended the 3v3 season at top 50. Not too bad. Still, I mean, that was cool anyways. But then the question was, okay, so I've made it to the top 50 on my main. Can I stay there, though? And I could. Good enough to be top 50-ish, guys. I mean, it's cool. I'm proud of it. I know it's not like the very best thing, and it sounds kind of weak. It's like, oh, really? Like top 50, that's a huge group, but they're all pretty good, guys. All pretty good players. Alright, so just to address my thumbnail here, so you guys don't think it's all totally clickbait. They fixed the bug that I had been saying is gonna kill their game if they don't fix it. I mean, I think everyone thought that, but I guess my question is, why don't they watch my channel? I mean, they don't have to like watch all my stuff or whatever, and maybe some of their staff do. I don't know. I would love to hear it, guys. If anyone from CG does listen and watch this, I've been kind of critical of CG lately, and so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on their blacklist or something. I mean, some people have thought in the past that I defend them because I'm a CG shill, and I just want to get them on like my channel or something. But like we had like one interview with Crumb, and that's it. I mean, he plays his favorites, and I don't really have an issue with Crumb, but I'm certainly not in with them, you know? We just gotta do our own thing over here, up in these here parts. So, I just wish they would talk to other content creators, guys. Most other games really works hard with their content creators, because it's like free advertisement for them. CG's like, yeah, you'll just do that anyway, so why would we work with you? Yeah, so they fixed the crash bug. That was necessary. This game was not going to last much longer if it kept crashing. I mean, yeah, it was pretty frustrating, guys. Pretty happy that is done with. So, you know, I guess I should just point this out. I mean, the bug was probably fairly complex, and they did work on it, probably pretty diligently, and I know everyone's got their own take on it. People are gonna tell me like, oh yeah, you shouldn't You shouldn't congratulate them. You shouldn't say it's a good thing. I guess all I'm gonna say is this. People are like, oh, they used us to test. Like that's the new old thing. The old new thing. Like everyone wants to accuse CG of making us beta testers, and to some degree that's true. And people are like, well, why don't they outsource the stuff? Like people say that they have this really easy fixes to everything. And the reality is, if CG could easily do it or cheaply fix it, they would. That's the nature of these things. I mean, that's why we don't have ship loadouts. They would love to get that quick, easy win for us, but it's apparently so hard that they just can't do it. And, I mean, at the end of the day, we can all enjoy this game with or without that. However, I guess I just want to say that this was probably a pretty stressful thing on their end. Like, this was really something that could have broken the game. People crashing all the time, just not being able to compete in GAC, their guild, dropping territory battle matches. Like, I did that a couple times. And, I dropped Jabba tickets, like Galactic Legend tickets, trying to get into that event. Like, how devastating. That grind, if it had been like a close run thing, I wouldn't have been close in that case. Like, it's a miserable thing if you can't play the game. This game is here for fun, and I know that we're not here for fun, but I am pro fun. I'm not the profundity, in case you were wondering. People were wondering if I was Jackie Chan the other day, and the answer was no to that. And I'll go one further. I'll do you one better. Why is the profundity? I'm not the profundity. But seriously, guys, just my weekly rap on the knuckles or rap on your head. Like, hey, go work on Inquisition. Or don't. The latest myth, the thing that I've had 3 different people tell me is Inquisition are horrible, even with Grand Inquisitor. And I'm just going to say, they are not horrible. They kill Galactic Legends, at least with some Datacron support. But I mean, those Galactic Legends have Datacron support themselves, and so I mean, and they don't just stop there. They're not just like, oh yeah, highly specialized. We only kill GLs, and then we don't counter anything else. Like tons and tons of teams that they counter, and even if you put them on defense, if you put the right Datacrons on there, they're a very strong team. The problem is, they just cost a lot of Kyrotech and Carbanti, so it feels bad. It sucks. I don't like to gear them. It's not fun. My alt is working on them right now instead of Supreme Leader Kylo. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's rough, guys. It is. The gearing is rough, and then the team that you get from it doesn't feel as good as if you, as other squads that are cheaper. That's just the nature of the beast, though, folks. That's the way it's going to be. I'm sure that Afra's going to be very similar. Well, except she might be actually good. Alright, so recently I said December 12th is the targeted date for the new territory battle that they've been developing. And everyone's asked me why I said that and what official announcement there was. And I, for the life of me, can't remember my source, can't figure it out. I don't know if I could if I'm smart enough to just pull it out of the air. Apparently December 12th is the when a territory battle would start. That's not something I keep track of. I don't keep track of that. And so I know I heard it from somewhere, and it was someone I trusted. I just don't know who. I don't know, guys. Not sure. I said it on my podcast that it was December 12th. And I don't know where it came from, so let me know if you guys know. I'm not trying to spread misinformation, but December 12th apparently is the targeted date for the new territory battle. At least that's the rumors. I don't think that makes it official. I don't think it's official, but just something to be thinking about. Get ready for GET3, folks. I mean, I say that half jokingly, but I really think that's coming, actually. I think it would be very surprising if it wasn't. Alright guys, a few more fun things about our beloved community manager. You guys remember I kind of raked him over the coals last time, and he kind of just doubled down in stupid. So, I mean, you know, people interacting with him, like asking him for updates when, you know, he's like talking on a Discord server and he's not typing up updates, and you know, he's like, hey, how do you guys like the update? Well, whatever. And people are calling him out for it. He's trolling people, kind of. I mean, our community manager is doing that. And he says, sorry, I apparently don't know how to do my job I've been doing for 10 years. And to me, this is just an indication that they don't trust you enough to promote you out of this miserable client-facing job that you have. I would start to question why you've had the same job for 10 years. 10 years is a long time to do anything. If you're not moving up, I don't know. If you're not moving around, you're stagnating. 10 years is a long time to do the same thing, folks. Alright, this is a little bit tougher to read. I apologize, folks. Here, I'll try to zoom in for you a tiny bit at least. Yeah, so like one of his fanboys, like someone who like swears up and down about CG, as far as I understand, was like, hey, could we please get some kind of like a release log of all the new datacrons and the ones that are the data, data discs for Conquest. We should call those data cons, huh? Because they're for Conquest. They're data cons. Why? Anyways, they're like, we would love to have that information written out. And he's like, well, why don't you just read it in the game? Because we want to know about it in advance, maybe? I don't know. Why not just read it in... That's one of the most discouraging responses ever, guys. He's just like, I don't care about your concern. So here's what he posted, some of the stuff he posted in the forum. I referenced this last plan, actually, is when there's a few different blue ones, and people are like, hey, why are they blue? Is there a reason? And he's like, yes, there's a reason. They're like, can we know about it? He's like, no. Just trolling people. And then he doesn't have to look like, so this is for First Order. First off, they're all like, all the cells are just a little bit offset of each other. Anyways, this is what he posted on the official forums. And then at the start of each (0) ally's turn, if they have not taken damage since their last turn, they gain all this stuff. Whenever (0), clearly it's supposed to be like First Order should be that 0, but it's like it's too much to edit that out. Like that would be a matter of like 5 minutes of doing that to the whole document, of being able to fix it so that it looks professional and looks like even slightly coherent. I don't know. It looks pretty good, guys. All right, so this is a slide I kept from last time. This is the one where he highlighted RED, just trolling us. And by the way, this is not an accurate list. He posted it in the forums. It's not an accurate list. In fact, it is very inaccurate in the sense that it doesn't have accuracy on it at all. I mean, the list has it on there, but the new Datacron set does not. And anyways, so I'm looking to keep this next slide up for like 5 seconds. You guys, you'll have to pause. Be ready to pause. It's pretty funny though, because this is an annoying little troll. It's like you don't have time to format those documents for set 5 to make it not (0) for everything, just so we could actually read it. But you do have time to like highlight letters in red just to troll the community. So someone wrote something awesome, and like I said, I'm only going to keep it up for about 5 seconds. I don't know how long that was, but there it is. It made me lol. You guys would be best served to actually pause and read it. It made me laugh. And someone on the Discord server, I don't know if it was him who posted it on the forums, actually, and it got deleted, like, right away, just instantly deleted. And, well, that was the fastest fix they've done in a year, done this year. It's like a meme at this point, folks. It's just funny. Okay, so this is a viewer comment, folks. Someone who watches me pretty consistently, I think. I'm sure he'll see this. Made the comment. There's a lot of likes on this comment as well. Watching the slow descent into madness that these datacrons have brought out. Hold on, I can't read it. Brought you, Zareth, is a guilty pleasure of mine. He loves to see the descent into madness. You were definitely the most hopeful content creator out there. Seeing what the dodge has done to you is very cathartic to me. I mean, I don't know what to say to that, really, guys. I mean, I'm gonna try to address it, I guess. I don't really blame this person for commenting that way. Everyone wants to see their content creator friends wrong, right? Right? I mean, it's fun to see people who are hopeful just slowly have their joy taken away. I think I don't know, makes me a little sad to hear that people enjoy my misery, but I mean, that's been the case for a very long time, frankly. I mean, ever since I only had like 200 subs, like way back when. Oh yeah, we hit 14K, by the way, guys. I didn't even put up like a celebration post. I probably should. Maybe I'll try to do that next time. But I mean, back when I was like at 200, even there was one guy who posted. It was like, I'm gonna do a negative. I'm gonna put a downvote on every video you have, even if you're posting videos for 20 years, and it's every day. I'm still going to put a thumbs down. And as far as I know, he's still doing it. Like that. It's whatever, man. I mean, he doesn't even play the game anymore, as far as I know. But people enjoy me struggling, I guess. That's just the nature of things, I'm also client-facing, I suppose. However, I don't know. I don't know if the dodge is really the descent to madness for me. I mean, I've been beating people with a lot of dodge crons. Like, it's very possible, guys. Very, very possible to beat people with these crons. And people don't want to believe that, but it is. Like dodge is not pleasant by any stretch, but I don't know, descent into mad. Like, I'm more just upset about CG being like they were running things pretty nicely, and then at some point they just weren't. It's just, what are you gonna do? Like, people love to see me struggle and sad. I don't want to be sad. I'm just gonna say what's gonna be a reflection of self, right? Like, just gonna express how I feel, and hopefully it's okay. Hopefully we'll all be okay. I did make this set 5 data infographic. Folks, if you want to find it on my Discord server, it's in the video description. You can find the link to that. Go get your free copy today. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the stats are the best. What do I think of datacrons now? Well, you know what? I like them still. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. I know that it's more popular with people to say that I hate them, but I don't. I just don't. I'm gonna be truthful with you. I've been enjoying them a lot, and like a lot of the CG stuff surrounding my frustration with them does have to do with datacrons, and it's well documented. You guys can go back and watch the plan all over the place. Like, I'm up to here with how frustrated I am with CG and the way they're approaching Datacrons, but at the same time, I end up enjoying them and planning around them. This set is really fun because we get a bunch of really cool stat increases that a lot of different teams would really like. We get to put like potency on General Skywalker so that you always get days on Commander Luke teams, etc. And yeah, it's just a cool time to be alive for me, for a guy who likes to plan, tries to figure things out. And yeah, I for better or worse, I just still like Datacrons. Now, that being said, if I had a button that I could just push that said, kill all Datacrons instantly, like Datacrons cease to exist in this game, I think I would push that button pretty quick, actually. I don't think it's been good what it's done to the community. I think that CG rolled it out like crap, and they just deserve the scorn and shock and frustration that they've earned because people don't want to adapt. I mean, that's just how it is in any game. People like their comfort zone, and I'm not telling people who don't like Datacrons that they're stupid. I think that CG could have maybe introduced them in a more palatable way and made it so that it felt like, oh, okay, this is just something we're going to be integrating slowly into our gameplay, instead of just like, hey, if you don't have Datacrons, you suck, and you have to spend money. Like, that's my issue with the way I mean, that's one issue I have. They haven't rolled out Datacrons well. They haven't done a good job of it, and I like it, and a lot of other people do, and a lot of other people don't. And I guess at the end of the day, folks, I do want to reaffirm that the videos you get from me aren't just going to be some shallow, like, oh yeah, I hope this gets me clicks. Like, don't try to clickbait. Like, a little bit to be like, draw interest, you know? Like, that's necessary, but, you know, you're not gonna find something disingenuous in me that I can find, at least that I've noticed. You never know. Sometimes being disingenuous isn't always just intuitive, but you know, in yourself and noticing it. But at the end of the day, folks, I have to give you my honest answers, and I like Datacrons, and I think they're bad for our game right now, and would end them. So ends my final meandering rant. I've been way too late today, folks. I hope this is a good video for you. It's been a good video for me, I hope. I haven't gotten much sleep this week, so if any of this makes any sense to you at all, and you're still here, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zara feels nervous about when Afra is coming out. When the hell is she coming out, guys? It doesn't matter. I'm not even buying for the 4-star packs anymore. Sad days.